Hi, thanks for joining us on Shining Stars in South Florida Business. I'm your host, Danny Poulos, and our special guest today is Kathy Phelan from Redesign Time. She's a member of the JTHS Association of Realtors Business Partner, and we're going to be talking about some unique aspects of design, redesign, decorating, redecorating. Looking forward to it. So thanks for coming on, Kathy. Take a minute, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in all this.
Well, thanks, Danny, for inviting me to share with everybody a little bit about Redesign Time. I've helped my friends and my family over the years decorate their homes, find right paint colors, but just recently a friend of mine, a good friend here in South Florida, asked me to help her decorate her winter home. And that was a fabulous experience. We had so much fun, and I knew at that moment this is what I wanted to do for a living.
I think that's how a lot of people in that business start out. They're just naturally good at it, and their friends are always asking them advice, and that's their path.
Right,
and then they get involved in it.
Right.
It always seems to be like that.
It was fabulous. And then I took some training, and now I'm a certified interior redecorator and resale-ready stager.
That's what I want to get into, is staging. A lot of people have heard that word, and I think there's a little more to it than what most people realize. Explain exactly what staging is. It's when you have a house you're selling, right?
That's correct. So staging really helps the seller position their home so it's most appropriate for a broad spectrum of buyers. Right. There's two kinds of staging. One is conventional staging, where a stager might bring in rented furniture or accessories, but resale-ready staging, I use the client's existing furnishings to make that home so appropriate for potential buyers. And why that's important is because there's no additional cost with rental furniture.
Sure.
There's no delay in waiting for that rental furniture to be installed. And I charge a flat rate. It's really simple and easy. We get it done in one day. So
you're taking the furnishings that are already in the house. I would expect cleaning things up, getting rid of some knickknacks,
right,
and clutter. Is that the thing you end up doing?
Right, exactly. Removing personal photos, right? Neutralizing, because if the home has a specific design, maybe potential buyers don't care for that design. They want something a little bit more neutral. So that's a big part of it as well.
So you're trying to really find an appealing common denominator so that you have the widest market for the property, right? Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Does this happen? You go in to stage someone's house and they say, wow, I wish I had thought of that.
Yes.
When you move something around and put it in a different place?
Yeah. I never would have thought of that. Exactly. And that's why a professional can help them get to that point where it's so appealing to many buyers.
I bet what happens to you is you go in, you're staging a house for resale. Someone says, I wish I had thought of that. Now they're moving someplace else and they want to take you with them, right?
That's right. Love to help out that new homeowner. Absolutely.
Because now their furniture is going someplace else.
That's right. So I can help them figure out what in their existing home is really going to work for them in their new home.
All right, so that's a whole different angle then. We talked about first taking the furnishings that are in there and making the house appealing to a prospective buyer. But now you've got the buyer coming in with their stuff.
Right.
Do you want to see them in their old house?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Because if I can see what they've got in their existing home, I can assess that, look at their new home, and then determine what's going to be most appropriate for them in their new home.
It's like the whole thing in reverse. So exactly what you did for the house for sale, you'd go to the person that's the buyer, go out to their house, same kind of adjustments, right?
Right.
Do you find, well, I guess you see both, whether people are downsizing or upsizing. What are the challenges if someone's downsizing?
Well, a lot of it has to do with scale, right? Sometimes you're living in a big home, pieces are really large, you're moving into a smaller home. You've got to be cognizant of that scale, right? And then also picking the treasures that they really like to keep and realizing that maybe not everything is going to be suitable.
Right, and you can't know what's important to them until they tell you, right?
That's right. I really have to listen to them to figure out what's important to them.
I can imagine if you tried to do that without their input, they'd come in the house and say, where's my this? Where's my that? It used to be right there.
Because now, then that house would be my taste and not theirs. So, listening to them makes it the home that's most appropriate for them.
it sounds like it's 80%, their input, and then knowing what to do with it.
Exactly.
Right? Once they've told you that.
Exactly.
And I'm aware that you do a lot of work with consignment furniture, and there seems to be so much of it around here. We have people moving and people passing, whatever.
Right.
There's a lot of furniture around. So do they buy new, or do they use consignment furniture?
Well, we are so fortunate to have so many wonderful consignment stores here, and they're offering high quality products at reasonable prices. You can pick up whatever you need. You just have to be a little bit patient and wait for it to come on the market, but the pieces are out there. But if somebody needs something new, I can help them with that as well.
You brought up a point, though, like if you need it right away or if you're patient. So how far in advance, if someone's moving, would you normally like to be in touch with them?
Oh, well, pretty much as soon as they list the home, I'd like to understand what they've got and what they're thinking about for their new home so that I can start to get some ideas together.
Right. I mean, you're going to save them money if you can find the stuff on consignment, right?
Exactly.
Rather than going for new furniture.
Exactly. And it will be a special piece, a unique piece that they wouldn't necessarily find in a retail store.
And so we don't pigeonhole what you do. You also do the traditional design.
Absolutely.
Colors.
That's right. Paint colors, I can help with that. Lighting, flooring, window treatments, whatever they need. I'd be more than happy to help them out.
I don't want them to think I'm not buying or selling right now, so I don't need Kathy. Your fresh eye on anyone's
right.
residence would really help out. So there's no reason for everyone not to call.
That's right, exactly.
So speaking of calling you, tell everybody easiest way to reach you.
Well, the easiest way is to go to my website, redesigntime.com, re-designtime.com, and all my contact information is there.
Kathy is a shining star in South Florida business. Whether you're buying, selling, or just staying put, you may want to have a chat with her. Thanks so much for coming in today, Kathy.
Thanks, Danny.
Pleasure.